Hello everybody, this is Carol from Friendly Quail. I'm here with a Try Something New Tuesday. This week I'm making something that I saw on Ann Kenlon's page, and I will put a link to the video below that I watched. She called these page edge clusters. I think they can work as tabs, clusters, tuck spots, all kinds of things. And I did a couple prototypes, and okay, I had a paper here. Hold on. Yeah, it was on the floor. I had just pulled out a piece of paper that I could show you what they would look like on the side of a page. So this one, I was thinking if you left this part overhanging, that would be a tab, as well as this would be the cluster on the edge. And I have made this one as well. Same thing, thinking this would be like the tab right here. You could put it anywhere. You could also have it as a tab and a page tuck if you only glued down on these two sides and you wanted it near the bottom. This one's made to hang off the other way, and this one I put a bulb pin with a charm on it. The other ones I just have papers. So I'm going to show you how to make these. And you can decorate them with buttons or whatever you have. And I experimented, like I said before, I would show you how to do it. So I'm going to put these aside and I'm going to show you what you use. You got any of these laying around? These are commercial made tags. I find them in thrift stores or estate sales or whatever, but I just have a few of them. I have tons of these. And so what I thought I would do is use some of these up, and you end up cutting them short. So you don't use the whole thing, but I'm going to pair these up. I'm going to put like this one with this one. We'll do this one with this one. Maybe not. Maybe this will be like this, I think. Because I don't want the point that would bend too easy. And here I've got, I'll do 3 of them. This one here with this sticking out. So the first thing you need to do is, find things that'll go together. And then you're going to do some distress ink. So I am going to use, this one's kind of distracting, isn't it? Well, I'm going to use some different distress inks so that they're not the same color on everything. Like for example, this one, let's use my reach. This is scorched timber. So I'm going to kind of put that on. And you don't have to do all the way to the end because you're going to be cutting it off. But I did, and I did it front and back. Okay. Now, this one, put that lid back on. I'm going to use some vintage photo. I might have a little bit of the scorched timber still on there, but not much. And this one's manila color to begin with anyway. So I've got those two ready for stamping, because this next step is going to be stamping. Let's see. Okay, now on this one, I'm going to try something different. I'm going to try old paper on this one. Kind of a greenish color. It's very green when you put it on heavy. Scorched earth might be good with that. Or scorched timber, not scorched earth. So I went to the periodontist yesterday, and he said everything was looking pretty good, and I can start getting back to some regular eating, and pretty soon I'll be able to use my electronic toothbrush again, and everything went really well, so that's a good thing. Okay, so this one's going to be like that. And let's see, let's do this one with walnut stain. And anyway, so I'm very happy about that, because that was kind of a, yeah, it wasn't a fun thing, let's put it that way, to go through. I haven't tried the scorched timber on a manila one. Let's see what that looks like. More grayish. Doesn't have as much contrast as some of them do, but that's okay, because that'll just, I'll be putting some stamps on them. I'm going to get rid of this, and I'm going to start stamping. Now, what you want to do for stamping is find something that's going to kind of go over the whole thing of the part that you're using. And not be something that would necessarily overpower it. Now, when you stamp, use your VersaFine or your pigment inks, not, I'm going to use Nocturne on this one. Use your VersaFine or whatever your pigment inks are. These will make these stamps so much better, and they won't come off. So I'm going to just kind of put this over this, like right here, and put that on. So that's good. All right, and then I want to use something different for this one. Let's see here. Trying to open it up, and it's not wanting to open. There we go. Okay, let's see. I'm going to use this one. Oh, I better make sure I do it right side up. Now, I really should have done the other side too. Okay, I'm going to turn this over and do the other side. Put this one back on and do the other side. Because I forgot. No, she only did the fronts. And she just put a little distressed ink on the back, but I just thought, why not do it on both, because then that way it will if no matter which side you see it from, you're going to see some of the printing. Okay, let's see. I am going to glue these together right away so that it can start to dry while I'm doing the other ones. And I'm going to see, I'm going to put it on this bottom one. And just kind of, I'm putting it farther than I need it, I know. Because part of this will stick out. And I think I'm going to make it stick out that far. It's a little farther than I normally need to do it. And because I'm sticking it out that far, I might need a little bit more on here. Oh, and before I did it, I should have done the edges. I know on the back it won't show at all, so let's see. I might put a little something on here. What should I do here? Come on. I should just look at it. I know which way is up. Okay. I'm going to kind of put this up and down. And, oops. Taking off a little bit of the ink. There, so I have a little something on there too. Okay, so this one's going to be ready to cut off soon. Let's do a couple more. So I hope everybody's doing well. I didn't even say anything. I keep forgetting. I get so excited that I'm going to be going in and starting something that I just get like all excited. Here's the cover. Okay, that's what I'm looking for. I'm going to put this ink on the edges right away before I forget. I like that darker edge. This is walnut stain that I'm using. Okay, now stamp. This one's really stuck in there. It's an older one. Put that on this one, and let's see, I'll use the fallen leaves. And on this one, let's see. I'm going to put this one right next to itself again. There we go. Oh, forgot to do the back. That's what happens when I get excited. I just want to keep going, whiz, 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 and I don't think about what I'm doing. So, I hope everybody's doing well. Like I said, I'm getting better on my mouth with the graft, and that's very exciting. Okay, this is going to go on this one. Again, I'm going to put it on this part right here. All right, I got one more stamp. Using lots of different ones. You know, if you're mass making, you could, you know, you're not going to use them all in the same place. Sorry for the noise. You can go ahead and do a bunch of them, and you can just use the same stamps for different books. I like that one. Up, back. Here we go. Remembered in time. And let's see. Let's see. Here, I'll do this field label one on here. Okay, right, I know it's going to be right in front of me. Where's my block? Ah, you probably know right where it is. I'll just grab another one. I don't want to take the time. I'm already messing up. Oh, it is here. I didn't see it because it was clear. Were you screaming it at me? There we go. And then a little bit more on. Glue this one. This one's going to be sticking out like this. I'm going to put it about here. Ooh. Boy, I've been watching the hurricane coming at Jamaica, and I feel so sorry for them. I know how bad it was when the hurricane hit by us, and this one is going to be a lot worse, even more devastating than what hit us last year. Okay, now I'm going to cut this off. So I have a ruler. I like to make them about 2 inches plus whatever's sticking out. Now, of course, you can make these whatever you want, but I'm just kind of putting it like this. Okay, and I'm going to use my, I might want it a little bit shorter. I don't know. Takes a little bit to do where it's double. So now this part is, unless you can figure out what to do with it, garbage. I'm going to put this one right to the edge of this. Oh, see, it's not any specific thing that you need to do. Specific. Can't even talk. Okay. That's bigger than I need to. I think about like this. So it's probably more like 1.5. Okay, put that away. And now you're ready to decorate. I did them all this direction. This time, if I'm going to hang something off the edge, I don't like it to be on this side, because then to hang it so you see it here, it on the other side, unless you have a something that it's the same. All right, this one I could put around like this, couldn't I? I guess any of them you could, since I did them on the front and the back. You could put them either way and they would look okay. All right, but I'm just going to do this because, okay, now we're going to decorate it. So I'm going to put some lace on, and I just pulled some laces out, and when I was doing these, I decided I kind of like the white underneath because it gave it a little bit more contrast. So I'm going to, and I might do it like this, and then cut it in half this way. That way I can kind of put this over the edge like this. And sometimes I use this kind of stuff it's gathered, but I don't use the gathered very much. So I just cut it off, the top off of it. And it's a little bit longer than I want, so I'm going to cut some of this off. Okay. And then I found this, and this I don't know where I got it at in a thrift store, I think. It looks like it was sewed onto something, but it's kind of getting, it was kind of getting ratty. You know, it was starting to fall apart. So I'm cutting some pieces of that off, and of course I could, you know, bury this stuff too, but for ease of the speed here, I'm going to just put it all the same. All right, I'm just going to run some Fabri-Tac down here. and put my lace on, and then put a little bit on here. You can always decide if you need it to go down more than what you've got it. Okay, got that one on. All right. Get some glue on this one. Let's put this one on at a slant. And the third one. Get a little more glue down here. All right. Just cleaning out my icing container to put this back in, and I never got it finished up. That sugar bell. Okay. So I'm still using my big fat one. All right, now this is now you're ready to decorate. Now you can, I used buttons, and this one I just have buttons on. This one I have buttons and I have a couple labels, and this one I have a button, a couple labels, and then a snowflake. I could go in a winter one or a Christmas one or whatever. I have these little tiny labels that I stamped from Tim Holtz. I think they're called Little Bits or something like that. These are a good size for on here. So if I want to put some of those on, here we have let's see what else I want to put on it. Let me move this. I got some, I have some of these. Might be cute on there. And I'll grab my buttons. I have tons more buttons, but these are just some that I pulled out. This one has blue. If you don't want to keep it neutral, you don't have to. I don't know, these don't seem to show up as good. But if you're up close, you can see them. back in there. But I think I'm going to put kind of underneath it. Put the smaller one down here. That helps it show up a little bit better. I need to put something down here. Now you can put string coming out of the buttons if you want. I didn't bother. Put these up higher and put this down here. Okay. I found this little thing with bags in it from the thrift store, and I have lots of other boxes that I have labels in, but this I keep hanging right by my desk by this ring, and it's handy. Okay, so I'm gonna do a little bit of distress ink on the edges of these. Well, that's the one I did before. I should grab that out and show you what those stamps are, because these are really, really nice little tiny labels for when you do something like this. Right. Now I'm going to glue, and then we'll be done. This is going on here first. And I'm using Fabri-Tac because it is on lace. Ooh. That really got a lot on. That's why I need the fine tip. These are from, I don't know, I got a whole bunch of them. I don't remember. I just got them like at, if they were, I don't know if they were Tim Holtz, or because there's so many of them that I have. I think I might have just gotten them like at Hobby Lobby or something. Okay. I'm going to put the wiping off the top of my glue bottle. I'm going to put these on first. Got stain on my hands now. Just adjusting. All right. I guess they're the same on both sides. I was trying to figure out if there was a right side and a wrong side to the button. Okay. And then I'll do this, the buttons. I have to clean up my hands. And one more. There we are. Now, the only other thing is to what to put in the holes. So if you want it to look like a tag with a, I'm just getting a thing to clean my hands. If you want it to look like a tag with a string out of it, then you can use string. Some of this is pearl cotton, the black and the gold. This is some kind of something I had just in my drawer. It's hemp or something like that. Sorry, while I clean off my hands. And I think I got most of it. All right, now string. I think I'm going to put black on here, so I just take a little bit here, because you can always cut it a little shorter. This is number 8 pearl cotton. Fold it in half. Nope, didn't get it through. Didn't get it through. Okay. Now I like to put a little bit of our glitter glue on the back to hold it in place. I'm just going to put another thread on for this one. And you can cut those whatever length you want. So, and they can hang out the side. And this one, I think I'm going to put a black one in the top hole. If I can get at it. Got the lace right a little bit over where it goes. There we go. There we are. And on this, I'm going to get a ball pen. I only have black ones, but that's why I use the black here. And let's see. Did that work? Or this? I think it has to be something big. Let's see how we do. I mean, of course, you can always change anything like this later. There, that looks good. That would hang outside your book. And this one here, I think I'm going to stick with the black. I like the black. Cut a piece off. And I might just put another piece of thread on there. So anyway, this is going to be it, and I hope you enjoyed seeing this. I did do it a little bit different than Ann did, so if you want to go and watch what she did, it'll be posted below this in the more section. Come on. Sometimes I feel like my fingers are way too big. Okay, let's start over. I didn't have it folded in half. Very good. Trying to hurry. So this isn't so long. But anyway, I will link to hers below. So if you want to watch hers. And that's it. So until my next video, do something you love to do every day. It's a secret to happiness. And until then, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.